Welcome back to Sudra's Silly Point. Let's talk about the Pakistan Super League, which is officially underway, and the defending champions Islamabad United have made their intentions very clear right from game one. A convincing win over Lahore Qalandars in a game that looked quite one-sided from the get-go. Jason Holder, Colin Munro, and Salman Ali Agha were the stars of the show, steering Islamabad to their first win of the tournament with ease. On the other hand, are Lahore Qalandars going to end up at the bottom again? I mean, I know it's the beginning of the tournament, and I do like that they include new talent in their playing 11, but can we talk about those kits for a second? Both teams in red. I get it, they're away kits and all, but for viewers, it can be a bit of a headache. You've got 13 players on the field playing in the same color jersey, and that too in the opening game of PSL X, the 10th edition. Lahore Qalandars could have opted for the green jersey, which is very neat, despite it being their home jersey. Having a bit of contrast in the color wouldn't have hurt, but oh well. Back to the game. On paper, Islamabad were the favorites coming into this one, but there was hope that Fakhr Zaman might pull something off. The pitch was misbehaving, and there was an early chance. Naseem Shah unfortunately dropped Fakhr Zaman in the second over off Meredith, but Meredith didn't waste much time, got Fakhr out soon after, and that sort of set the tone for the way the Lahore Qalandars batted. Abdullah Shafique, being the exception, came in and played arguably the shot of the game, a stunning cover drive off Naseem, beautifully timed. Naseem followed that up with a lovely outswinger, but it fell far from first slip and the opportunity just drifted away. And with that, Naseem's bowling too for the rest of the game. Overall, Islamabad were excellent with the ball in the power play. They kept things tight, picked up both openers early, and had Qalandars struggling at just 30-something, I think, after 6 overs. Shadab Khan, on the other hand, kicked off his PSL campaign in dramatic fashion with Abdullah Shafique hitting him for a 6 first up, but did end up taking Sam Billings' wicket later in the same over. He was hit for a couple more boundaries in his second over too. He seemed quite excited, and so would his fans, but these aren't the performances that win you spots in the national team as a vice captain. Abdullah Shafique looked confident and played with timing and class, the kind of knock you'd expect from him in these conditions, which does raise the question, why was he left out of the Champions Trophy squad and then taken on the New Zealand tour instead? But then again, those are interesting selection choices to say the least. Meanwhile, Jason Holder, making his PSL debut, was absolutely on point, picked up 2 wickets and 2 balls and ended up with 4 wickets in the game. He's already proving to be a quality addition to the Islamabad squad. Shaheen Afridi thankfully demoted himself to number 8 or number 9, but couldn't rotate strike to let set batter Abdullah face more deliveries. With all the experience he has, this is something that seems to be common in Pakistani tailenders. I think it was Naseem Shah who behaved similarly when there was Salman Ali Agha, a set batter against New Zealand. It's mind-boggling to see why the tailenders don't look for singles to rotate strike and give away their wickets trying to clear the ropes. Sahibzada Farhan, who was brought into the PSL based on strong domestic form, initially struggled to get going. Couldn't find gaps, looked kind of tentative for the first several overs, but then did finally connect a clean 6 off Haris Rove. And just when it seemed like he might settle in, he was out. It was actually a fantastic low catch by Sikandar Raza. For Qalandars, Asif Afridi provided a glimmer of hope, getting Andres Gauss in his first over, but Islamabad's chase never really looked like in danger. Munro and Salman ensured they were set to win the game with more than 2 overs to spare. There was only a moment or two when it looked like pressure was building and Lahore Qalandars could make an impact. I think it was when Salman Ali Agha then went for a big shot, but Haris Rove dropped a catch, which really should have been taken. Qalandars needed wickets to stand a chance, and once that one went down, so did their hopes of defending the total. It was frustrating to see another misfield, especially from one of Pakistan's senior bowlers. But that's pretty much how the first game went. Islamabad United is off to a flying start, clinical, composed, and already looking like strong contenders. Lahore Qalandars, on the other hand, have some thinking to do. Let me know what you thought of the game, and don't forget to like the video if you're enjoying the PSL content, and subscribe for more match breakdowns and rants. Catch you after the next one. Until then, take care.